I'm going to start by saying how much I enjoyed this show, and the first 3 episodes of that I saw of season 3 are really well done. For all of you, how much... I know that sometimes these shows, you sometimes have a lot of scripts in advance, and sometimes you're getting them week by week. How much did you know about the arc of the season? How many scripts did you have going in?
I mean, when I came on board, everyone's different. Like Erik always said, Erik the showrunner, he came and he said, look, if you want to know about the arc of your character for the season, I will let you know. If you don't want to know, I won't let you know. I like to know what's going on, because I'm just weird like that.
Yeah,
nosy, very nosy. Yeah. I like to know, so I can just look at other people and be like, I know what's going on there. And then in terms of scripts, we get them like a week before, about a week before we start shooting the episode.
For you guys, how much did you know about the arc, and how much did you want to know?
I wanted to know in general terms, but I quite like not knowing and letting it develop, because we were shooting, episode by episode in sequence, so it was quite nice to let some things be surprises too, and also what's happening with the other characters and then how you react to them. And sometimes, for me, it's good to have that element of letting it happen.
Yeah, I'm the same. I like to try to stay in the moment as much as possible.
But
not too much going.
But you have to know. I have to know some things. I have to cover
general more broad strokes.
But
Sure.
but yeah.
I mean, there are areas in which you need to know a certain structure because there's a lot going on. So you need to know, okay, this sequence is going to be this. You need to understand that. And if that sequence takes over 2 scripts, then it's important to know what's going on in those 2 scripts, just so it makes sense to you. But then most things, I feel the same way. It's it's in general, I get a general feeling, but I don't want to know specifics of each script unless, of course, it's a sequence that I have to know about, because I need to know the beginning, the middle, and the end of it,
Sure. I absolutely love your portrayal of Kingpin. I think Kingpin is such a great villain on this show. When did you know that the character would be coming back in season 3? And I'll just start with that.
Well, Jeff Loeb is very good at keeping me informed about things. He's the head of television over there, Marvel, and he gives me months at time in advance so that I know to clear my schedule and stuff like that. And so I knew for a while, and he gave me he always gives me a very quick idea of what the season is going to be, because he as well knows that I don't want to know everything, and so he just says, you're going to come back for all 13, and then this is when we want to do it. And so I know pretty much way before.
One of the things that I really enjoy about this show is all the characters are just very well written, well rounded. You get a sense that you really know these people. Talk a little bit about working with Erik, and how much was on the page, how much did you read the script and suggest, like that collaboration with Erik, but just the character work.
Well, first, Jay can't read, so I read Jay's scripts to him, because he used to play football, and most of those guys can't read. And so
he draws pictures as well.
Right.
I respond to pictures a lot as well. Sometimes pictures paint 1,000 words. So.
And I use different color pens, so he knows who he is. It's like this whole thing.
Could you do something with the leader of our country, and that might help? I'm sorry, I didn't mean politics into this.
Yeah, let's not get into
Right,
it.
exactly. I'm sorry.
Leader is already pushing it a little too much.
I'm sorry.
Since we started with you want to finish?
Sorry, what was the question?
We'll just talk about collaborating with Erik, but just the fact that these characters are all well-rounded.
That was what was so amazing about this character for me when I read for it. With my ethnicity, it's very difficult to find a character.
You're Hawaiian, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Being from Hawaii, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to come across a character which is so in depth and like an FBI agent, and also not talk too much about culture or religion. This guy is an American FBI agent, Hawaiian, from a Hawaiian actor. FBI agent, and it was amazing. It was about family and about his job, and And Erik had already done such an amazing job with this character and fleshing him out and who he was and what drives him and what he's looking to do, that it was so easy for me to do. And then when Vincent drew the pictures and really explained to me what is going on, it was really a great character. Like for me, it's it's a role of a lifetime to play this character.
It was really fun. We have a lot of really good scenes together. For me too, he writes this. Erik writes this stuff that's so good that there's hardly any discussion about it. I mean, there's a few things here and there that we talk about on the phone or we talk about in person about, but it all just makes such good sense that I always look at it this way. You could tell it's a good script if it stays with you, like if you can get the words under your belt quickly, you can tell it's written well. And a lot of that was like that for me on this season. The memorization was really easy, everything, and we had like huge scenes and big monologues and but it all kind of you can tell that it's a good script when it's easy to hold on to in your head and easy to perform all day.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
For you guys?
Well, one of the things that Erik did sort of give me a general idea on was sort of meeting Foggy's family and kind of getting into that kind of stuff. So that was pretty exciting for me. And it was awesome to have some new faces. And then we had a bunch of our old crew back from the first season, so that was really awesome. But Erik was great, man. I feel like he sort of sat down with everyone before the show and sort of asked what they wanted to see from the character. And then he just did a really great job.
Well, for me,
Yeah.
well, I was being a stranger to this genre. I didn't really know what to expect, but then when I read it, I was kind of amazed at the depth of character development. I thought it was going to be, I'd heard about some of the action stuff and all of that, but I had no idea that it was so character driven, and the scripts are wonderful, and I think I'm in total agreement. I mean, a good script and with hardly any changes, they weren't necessary, and just a pleasure to get to work on.
Thank you all so much. I cannot wait to finish the season. Seriously, have a great day.